Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Today is Sunday, a really nice Sunday, more than yesterday because Serie A restarted yesterday with 2 games, but today it's match day, Juventus versus Sampdoria, the first of Serie A. I am super excited, I am enthusiastic because this one is the first of Piero, the first of Serie A 2021, I cannot wait. So stay tuned because also today on Sunday we will go through the Italian and international papers to see what they are saying about our beloved Juventus. As always, we start with a lot of rush news. This is really important before going into the front pages. And there is a special message I want to say. A message for Raff, the account member, the guy that was leading JuveFC.com, because today is his official last day managing JuveFC.com. Twitter account, Instagram account, but also the site. It's really a pity. A pity, why? Because the guy for 20 years, he followed day by day, day in, day out Juventus, reporting everything Juventus related on the web. It was amazing, especially 20 years ago or 10 years ago when all the social media was not that much. We were looking for people that didn't understand Italian. We were looking for information about Juventus, and he was doing it consistently. So it's really a sad day for me, especially why? Because if today I have a channel, it's mainly also thanks to him, because 1 year ago in August 2019 he contacted me personally, privately, and he said, Giuseppe, I want you on for the Juve FC Q&A, speaking about your passion about Juventus. And this is where it started, actually, where I found that I wanted to do a bit more for Juventus, and he motivated me, he encouraged me, he said, Giuseppe, you have the abilities to do it, so go for it. So Raff, thank you for everything that you did for me. Thank you for everything you did for the English-speaking Juventus community. You will be missed, absolutely. Thank you again. And then a really nice message I received yesterday from Martina from Florida, because yesterday she wrote GJustjuve on the beach, on the sand of Florida. So I was for a short instance there, really miles away from where I live. It was so amazing. I started receiving also pictures from all over the world, people watching television with me on the channel. On. Guys, if you want to, I have my email that you can find, or you can send it through social media if you want to. It would be really a pleasure to see and to do some shout outs to the people that are tagging me wherever in the world, because I'm super curious. India, USA, Europe, Africa, wherever you are, Indonesia, let me know. That would be really fantastic. I recommend you, if you didn't yet and you are new to the channel, to subscribe, to put a maximum of like, and comment while you are watching to the video. A really good news today, 1,000 fans will go back to the stadiums of Italy, 1,000 per stadium, and this is amazing. Until October, this is the new rule at the moment. Then they will renew and they will see again if it's working or not, but 1,000 first people will be there to support the black and white guys. They will sing, they will support, they will scream. It's so nice to see the people back in the stadium. It will be so nice. I will not be there, but I'm trying to have a surprise for you guys. I'm trying, I can't promise it. Socials, you remember we had the poll to vote for the new bus, and yesterday for the first time we saw the bus live. Live ahead, the bus is amazing because this is what we voted. And then we have, before going into the front pages, we have a really nice news, because Dybala, he's accelerating all the training session. He should be called up for the next game versus Roma. That doesn't mean that he will play, but at least we will see him earlier than what was predicted, and that is amazing because we need all the guys. Unfortunately, we have a bad news. Alexandro probably will be out for 1 month. And now we go to the front pages with Gazzetta dello Sport. Gazzetta dello Sport, they are speaking about Inter, because Vidal is ready to go to Inter. Unfortunately, he was a player that I always followed, I always loved, because in my heart Vidal was a really important player for Juventus. Now he's going to Inter, so my relationship with Vidal ends today, unfortunately. But then on the right you see dirige Pirlo. Pirlo will direct, and then you see nuova musica per la corsa al 10º titolo consecutivo e al debutto nonno Ranieri. New music for the run to the 10th consecutive title, and then they are saying actually we will meet nonno Ranieri. Nonno in Italia will say grandfather. We will go into detail about that in a few minutes. First exam for Pirlo, waiting for Dzeko. We will speak about Dzeko because a lot of things happened yesterday as well. Tutto Sport, Pirlo CR7, porte aperte. Porte aperte, they are speaking about CR7. The goals are open, but not only the goals, the really doors also of the stadium. We already spoke about that, and then they are saying Roma a secco senza heading. Yesterday, Roma played versus Verona, the first game. They did 0-0. They had a lot of occasion, but they were not able to score. Edin Dzeko was on the bench. He didn't even play one single minute, so he was not able to score. And Corriere dello Sport, Milik, Dzeko è giallo. Dubbi sul polacco, la Roma chiede uno sconto, Inter oggi arriva Vidal. Milik, Dzeko, there are a lot of problems. There are some doubts about the Polish player. Roma is asking for a reduction of the fee that they want to pay. And then we go inside because I wanted to explain you that Aran Turin was explaining it. Dzeko, Milik, there are new updates. Unfortunately, the exams of Milik, the medical exams, were good. He did it in Austria at his knees. They were good, but the problem is that Roma still have some doubts. So they are asking actually to review the way they will buy Milik from Napoli. Napoli doesn't want to hear about it. They are blocking. They are also in a war with Milik because they want some fees, some penalties from him, about some image right and so on. So all this are complicating the affair Juve, Dzeko Juve, because we know if Milik doesn't go to Roma, Dzeko will not be able to go to Juve, and this is a real problem. It's rumors, it's even rumored that Juventus will even pay a bit more to Roma for Dzeko in order that they have the liquidity to pay Milik. I don't know. It doesn't smell good. It doesn't smell good. Fonseca, after the game, he was also speaking about Dzeko, because of course he received the question, will Dzeko go to Juve, because he didn't play today. He said we will see. I don't know with what shirt Dzeko will play next game versus Juve. Will he have the shirt of Roma? Will he have the shirt of Juventus? I don't know yet. Let's see. Pirlo, he spoke in a press conference, really nice one. I love the press conferences of Pirlo. One thing I wanted to report is he said also Suarez to Juve. That will be really difficult. Why? Because we all know the tempistic, the time that the passport will be done is nearly impossible to see him at Juve. We spoke about Nonno Ranieri, grandfather Ranieri. It's really nice and funny to know because Pirlo will direct his really first game. So you see the statistics, 0 games, 0-1 for sure, and then you see Ranieri that today will play his 400th game as a coach. That's really crazy to see the difference between a new one without experience and then Ranieri with a lot of experience. They do the lines up also in Gazzetta dello Sport, saying that Szczesny will start in the goal with 3-man defense, Danilo, Bonucci, Chiellini, and then on the right you see Quadrado, on the midfield you see Quadrado, Rabiot, Bentancur, Ramsey, and De Sciglio. We will speak about De Sciglio in a few seconds, why he is there on the left, and then in the front, Kulusevski and Ronaldo. Possible lineups, guys, possible. Everything can change. We will see just 1 hour before the game, but at the moment that should be the 11 that will start the game. And now we speak indeed about Pellegrini, De Sciglio, because yesterday we had a lot of news about that. We had the news about the fact that a lot of teams are on Pellegrini. Genoa is on Pellegrini. They are insisting, they don't give up. Guys, my opinion is I love Pellegrini. I see a beautiful future for that player, but why is De Sciglio starting over him? we are still in mercato. I hate the fact that the mercato is open while we are playing, because mercato is linked with the games. We never know what happened with injuries, we never know what happened, a lot of things can happen. So mercato while Serie A or the games are starting is a really bad idea for me. That's my opinion. I wish that mercato stops just before the mercato, so that players can fully concentrate on what they have to do, and what they have to do is playing good for the team, doing what the mister is asking, fully focused mentally. But the problem is, we knew that we had to sell players. We knew that. That's a fact. I said before the mercato started, we will have to sell, loan, give, whatever, but we are with too many players. That creates problem for the Champions League list, and we know that that can have mental consequences for the player that are out of the Champions League list. Remember Emre Can, Mandzukic last year. So Juventus has to sell or give or whatever. We are too much. This is a fact. That's number one. The second one is, today we have 5 fullbacks: Alexandro, De Sciglio, Pellegrini, Danilo and Quadrado, and we know that probably Piero will start with a 3-man defense that can become a 4 when we are defending. So we have one too much, or eventually we are looking for another one, but we are not able to buy him today, because with 6 that will be impossible. Juventus tried to sell De Sciglio to everyone in Spain, Valencia, Villarreal. At the end they didn't go through. Then PSG, we heard some rumors, it's not happening. We heard with Roma, but at the end it didn't happen. At the moment the truth is, nobody wants De Sciglio. Why? Because of his high salary, because of his injuries, because of a lot of things. Today they are not going fully for De Sciglio. So that means that he cannot be sold, he cannot be loaned, whatever. So what happened today is that nobody wants him, so one has to go. And who has a lot of offers? It's Pellegrini, because a lot of teams are on him. Parma, Genoa, and more teams. Cagliari don't want him back. So we have so many teams that want him. He has a lot of offers. Okay, so Juventus, we know they have to sell. De Sciglio can't move, so who is the option to sell or to loan? It's Pellegrini, unfortunately. Why? Also because we know that De Sciglio, he has one skill. He has a lot of bad things, but one skill he has is the fact that he can play regardless on the left or on the right. He can play maybe even a bit offensively on the left, not in the 3 on the front, but he can be playing with a bit of offensive support and especially defensive support on the left, on the right. He has a lot of experience already. He played in Milan, he played at Juve, he played versus a lot of big teams. And today Pellegrini, we don't know yet. We have a lot of hope for him. We saw him 2 times in pre-season games with Juventus. That's it at the moment. So it's a big question mark, even if we are positive about him and we all want him to see starting the games and be a number 11. You know my point of view. I always said I want him in the 25 players, 23 players, but probably not as a starter yet, because he has to prove a lot of things. So this is what's happening with De Sciglio, Pellegrini. I'm not saying this is the right choice, guys, because I would love to keep Pellegrini, but I try to explain the context. Why maybe De Sciglio will start today and not Pellegrini? Why is Pellegrini on the market? Why a lot of teams want him, and why Juventus will look probably stupid to sell or loan him? This is the reason why. De Sciglio can't move, we have to sell, because we know that the Champions League list for players, they are mentally really hard. If you are out of the list, it's mentally really difficult to recuperate, because every week or every time that there is a Champions League list, you have to stay home and watch your teammates actually from home on the television. This is really hard. So this is, I try to explain. I'm not giving my opinion, or my opinion is I don't know what to do, because from a supporter's point of view, with emotion, probably I will never do that. From a director of a club, if it's business, if I'm obliged to, because Juventus is obliged to, because they are paying old and past mistakes they did, giving too much salary to De Sciglio. If I'm against the wall, I don't know what decision I would have to do. So guys, this is the first of Serie A. We will have a lot of things on the channel. Probably I will do a pre-game live with maybe a surprise. I'm trying to fix it, I cannot promise it, but for sure halftime live to give the first reaction, and then a post-game live where we will do the total debrief. The only thing I want to say is it's the first of Pirlo. When he started in 2011 as a player to Juventus, he started actually the 9 consecutive years of win with an amazing assist, because everything started with his feet, with his right feet. So I hope today he can start something amazing, not with his feet anymore, but with his brain. Thank you for everything. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, put a maximum of like, and as always, Forza Juve, today more than ever. Ciao!